I took the batteries out of the radio and hooked up a handmade fan. As the fan spun faster and faster, the radio actually started making sound. My father, who had never been to school, thought it was strange. I told him this was a wind-powered generator I'd invented. If I could just build a bigger one, we could irrigate the parched land and survive the famine. My father smiled and praised me, but the moment he heard I wanted to take apart our only bicycle for parts, he flew into a rage. He shoved me to the ground in anger and smashed my generator. He told me from now on I'd be working the fields with him. I cried helplessly and had no choice but to do what he said, but the drought-stricken land was nothing but swirling dust. No matter what we planted, it was all for nothing. I couldn't convince my father, but I had everything I needed except the wheel hub from his bicycle. Then an idea hit me. I called my brothers over, hoping they could help talk some sense into our father, while I grabbed the chance to snatch the bike. But we were too young, and our father's presence was too intimidating. He not only chewed us all out, but nearly came to blows. Just as I was about to give up, my father showed up on his bicycle like a hero riding to the rescue. It turned out my mother had gotten through to him. If we couldn't make it through the famine, instead of waiting around to die, we might as well take a chance and believe in me just this once. With my parents' support, I sent the bicycle to be cut apart and stayed up all night installing the wheel hub. At my father's call, the villagers all came to help me build the frame. This was our last hope. I carried out my assembled generator and set it up next to the well. I lowered the water pump into the well, then climbed up and mounted the massive windmill on top of the frame myself. The wind picked up. The blades began to turn. The generator was running. I stood high up on that frame, my shirt billowing in the wind, believing I could do this. But no water came out of the pump. Everyone started to worry. I climbed down happily though and checked the battery. I explained that the battery needed to be fully charged before the pump would work. The villagers started digging channels, waiting for water. Finally, the pipe let out a sound it hadn't made in ages. A couple of sputtering coughs, and then water actually came flowing out. Everyone cheered and celebrated. My father grabbed me in a tight embrace. The villagers dug out irrigation channels to spread the water across more land. We finally didn't have to worry about the famine anymore.